This week have been such a great week hanging out here in paradise. And of course, on top of enjoying this spectacular scenery, every day swimming with crystal clear warm water, hanging out with my sailing buddy Kylie, partying and dining together. We even borrowed Paradise Beach Club after night, with permission from the Swedish owner Allison, leaving us access to the sound system. And a beautiful sail south to Grenada. Going to Hillsborough for shopping, Kylie had some engine trouble on her dinghy.
I'm being rescued. My outboard is not playing. I'm gonna get up to Hillsborough and replace the fuel filter. So embarrassing. This is so funny. I'm being towed into Hillsborough by my friend Thomas.
My 15 horsepower Yamaha was actually strong enough to get both dinghies out of the water.
So after the disaster on the way here, I'm going to change the fuel filter and hopefully this will fix the issues. So here we go.
As a solo sailor, you need to be prepared to be self-sufficient and able to fix things yourself. I'm really impressed to see how capable Kylie is to sort out her problems herself.
Really not good players, these ones. Alright, fingers crossed, this fix it. I was having trouble on the way here, so I've just changed the fuel filter.
It's so funny and so cliché when random people passing by are wondering what she's doing and why I'm just filming her fixing her problems by herself. It's always better going shopping without being hungry, so we took time to a lunch here as the owner was so kind to let us tie up our dinghies at her beachfront.
This lady was at the Paradise Beach Club last night as well, so she was watching us dance. Thank you.
You had a very wonderful dance move, especially the one with your toes and you're going round and round. But that was fabulous. I just keep on looking. Yeah, and then he was doing very well with the reggae. That's why I asked him if he's a fan of reggae music. Because you know, he was just like digging the music like that, which was cool. It was yeah, you find most West Indian, you know, would just dig the music, you know, and he was doing his thing. Great.
So much fun.
Not bad to have locals being impressed of our reggae dance moves. After shopping around, we had a dinghy race back home. I'm invited for dinner on board Wonderful.
So I went shopping, so I can't really claim a lot of the credit, but I finally have some really good food that I've put together. So we're starting off, we're just gonna have some sparkling water, which I'm sure Thomas will drink beer, but anyway. And I've got this passion fruit juice that Jenny from the local farmers market does. It's got a little bit of sugar in, but mostly just like passion fruit that she grows on her own organic farm. So like really cool. Fridges, you can never find anything. All right, so actually need to open it. So I have this, which I also cheated completely, but I will actually cook it myself. There we go. So it's local organic beef in like tenderloin. I don't actually know what cut it is, which I should, and it's wrapped with bacon. So I'm gonna cook that in my cast iron frying pan with a bit of butter and garlic. So, yeah.
When you are in a boat with a female, so you can do what a male should do, rest on the sofa when the female is doing dishwashing and making dinner.
You cooking tomorrow?
I'm not gonna make any dinner today, but instead sailing to Tyrrell Bay, picking up gasoline and say hi to Harald. I really love dogs, and this beauty came and sat down next to me. We had a nice conversation, and I'm pretty sure he was doing his best to charm me to pieces, kindly asking me to take him with me. I love you, but I just can't take you with me. Harald told me that he had a gift to me from the lovely lady at Beckway. She had rented out her place and they're gonna change the concept a bit, so she wanted me to have the Be Free bar sign back. I donated this to her bar when I visited her beautiful place before Hurricane Elsa. She was not afraid the new leasers would not appreciate it as much, and I should have it back. 2 days earlier, when Harald was out of quarantine, we had some fun at the beach club and even had the bar with music to ourselves after it was closed.
And we have 3 spoons and we're all about to dig in.
So we are going to spoon the 3 of us.
Not you.
So
No.
I think Harold's holding his
your
spoon like a
spoon?
weapon. He's going to fight us off.
if we all 3 is going to spoon this, who's gonna be in the middle?
The chocolate lava
Kylie.
cake will be in the middle.
The cake will be in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with our own playlist, we kept going for a while. But now I'm continuing my journey towards Grenada. It's not much wind, so I'm sailing west to get a better angle to fly my code 0 when going south. I want some distance from the islands that make shadows for the little wind that's left. If it was a bit more wind, I would sail on the Atlantic side, but for now I expect to also be running my engine to get there, so the Atlantic side of the islands will give much more waves. And with no wind it will be unnecessary rolly, so I choose comfort this time. I have promised myself I'm gonna sail much more this season, and even if it's just some day sailing, it's better than nothing and just sitting in a marina. Problem being an old regatta sailor, you always look for ways to sail faster. Sometimes squeezing out only 1 knot extra makes me happy. And now I just changed my sheets to the light wind ropes, as the gen anchor hang better with less weights from the ropes. It's not always gourmet meals on board Be Free. Sometimes I just fry some hot dogs for a late lunch while sailing into the sunset. I have so little wind now, but there is no stress. Also I left pretty late from Tyrrell Bay, so I already knew I'm gonna be arriving in Granada in the pitch dark night. I have been there before and know where to anchor. Also it's a very easy place to enter in the dark, so I'm pretty relaxed. While having my breakfast and coffee, I could clearly hear a guy shouting out for help. I looked out and could see a sailor struggling with his dinghy and having some sort of trouble with his davits. It would take too much time to get my dinghy out, as I was ready to go into the marina. So instead I launched my kayak to the rescue. I paddled over offering my assistance, and he wanted me to help holding his dinghy standing in my kayak. A kayak is not a good platform for heavy lifting, so I asked for permission to come on board to stand on his transom instead. Then he freaked out, starting to be rude and shouting at me, and said I was not allowed to come on board. I do have some experience in my past, and I could easily help this fellow sailor. However, it turned out he'd rather see his outboard being drowned than letting me stand on his transom to help him. He was definitely very stressed, and we all respond different to situations. Some gets aggressive like this guy and don't act rationally from my perspective. After this slightly weird situation, I took my anchor up and moved into Port Louis Marina. Port Louis Marina made it really easy for me responding to my port call. You will have the same spot as last year, Be Free. That's perfect, I will come in stern too after turning around out here in the Marina basin. It feels a bit weird to be back here and at the same spot as last year. So many memories and so much fun. Now you might think I left Kylie behind in Karaku. But the thing is, she's not far behind, and of course we made sure to be close neighbors. I hide my camera not to put any pressure on my friend, and also I could have my hands free to help out with her lines. As Norwegian, there is no big deal if it's a male or a female. However, it's fun to observe how male sailors around are surprised to see her docking this boat alone, as well as I do with mine just being solo sailors.
Welcome!
Thank you. Made it.
Well done.
Thank you.
And now we are neighbors.
Yay!
People here, you know, we on beef free. We're doing the refrigerator.
Yeah, making sure I got my beer cold, right?
Cold like the not Paul.
Yeah, that's amazing because we cannot run a bar in Port Louis Marina without the ice maker and ice cold beer, right?
You know that. Definitely.
Less than 1 hour after I had docked Be Free in the marina, these amazing guys had already fixed some of my problems. It's like living in a house, and of course all the fridges and freezers died on me at the same time. So this is partly the reason for why I'm going into this marina right now. I don't expect it to be as crazy as last hurricane season I was here, because that was just epic. You can see more of that in episode 33. But Grenada never disappoints, so hopefully there will be much fun this year as well, with new friends and new chapters to be written.
Going down.
So you thought it was for free, but you have to do the dishes, right?
Be fresh, be clean, be free. Be free.
Thank you so much for watching. I guess it's not much more to say than stay safe, stay healthy, and all the best. Cheers!
Singing my